Dickey decides to run with it himself. Off with a QB option read as he spins and gets a couple of yards for his efforts. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 8.
Still some good movement on the ball. You like to see that. They haven't been able to quite turn off the Bowie Bulldogs' heat as they're bringing it in with their offense. Finally, this is what you want to see.
It's looking pretty good thus far, Marcus. We'll see what else they can do here as they continue their offensive drive. 2nd down and 8. Shotgun formation. Jonas hit to his right. McLeod comes off the edge. No, Dickey decides to keep it. Fakes the handoff to McLeod up the middle once again. It looks like it's only going to be a gain of 3 at the most. And it is.
Looks like that's going to set us at 3rd down with about 4 to go. Bowie Bulldogs bringing in new field personnel right now. And the Midway Panthers defensive team signals for the crowd to give them a little bit of noise. Hopefully that can't stop us here as we threaten on 3rd down and 5.
3rd down and 5 for the Bowie Bulldogs. Dickey, the fast pass. Could have been a pick 6. We got very lucky on that one. That one was intended for Mac McGarrett.
Have to be careful throwing out to those outside on those quick passes. If you aren't careful, you might get a defenseman coming across the line with an easy open field if he keeps his eye on the ball to secure the interception.
And the Bulldogs very lucky on that play, as it could have been a very dangerous pick 6, and he could have easily taken them out of this game. But we have another option that we have to take care of on our hands here, folks. It's going to be 4th down and about 6, a little bit past midfield. Caceres definitely has the leg, but do you want to risk giving the Panthers good field position if he misses? On the other hand, he could punt the ball, but that might make it a touchback and not get anything solved. You can either play the field position, or you can try to go for the score. With this big timeout that was taken, it looks like the Bulldogs want to discuss all their options.
Yeah, it's a good time to settle down, get an idea of what play you want to move forward with you. As you said, it's his position, it's his field position. There are a lot of options open to them. They have to choose what's going to give them the best opportunity. Maybe to converse with their kicker, see how he's feeling, seeing what options are open. Will they go for 3? Will they go for a coffin corner? Will they even go for the 1st and 10?
It's tough to say, Marcus. It's tough to say.
I believe you can see Mr. Dickey coming back into the game, so I have to say they're going to go for it. And they are.
Well, Dickey at quarterback. No running backs in the backfield. 5 wide receivers set. Draws back to pass. Has a little time. Throws it off balance once again. And there's a penalty flag that comes in late. And the home crowd's definitely thinking it's going to be pass interference. Let's see what the call is. This might be enough to save the Bulldogs if it's what we think it is.
Seems to be a concession between the refs out there on the field to see what the call is.
And it is pass interference against the Panthers. And that's going to give the Bowie Bulldogs another 4 downs to life.
You can see the Panthers unhappy with that call on that side of the ball, though. They're speaking freely with the refs at this point. Looks like
and now they're going to wave it off. That's a little bit of a home cooking. I can't believe I just saw that. That is just wrong in so many different ways.
They're declaring that the ball was tipped, evidently, thus giving him the option to go ahead and hit the receiver before the ball had arrived.
If that is true, then it's definitely all right, but that looked a little wishy-washy to me. You don't make a penalty and then just wave it off. I can't believe what I just saw. That is just too much home cooking for my taste. And of course, everybody is just completely pissed off. Excuse me, folks, and I know I am, and if you could see the coaches there sitting next to me, you would understand.
Emotions are definitely running high in this type of situation, and I don't believe I remember the last time I've seen a call waved off in that manner.
No, I can't believe what we just saw. I know it's homecoming, but that's a little too much home cooking for my taste, Marcus.
Yeah, that comes out of nowhere on that one. We're watching here as they're reassessing, lining up to the ball. A little bit of question there on the side of the Midway Panthers. Not quite sure where they're going with it. Looks like they've got it as they line up with 7:51 left in the fourth quarter.
7:51. There's the hand up the middle. He makes the move. That's B.J. Kelly as he gets a big game for the Panthers on that one. Can't believe that just happened. I'm still in disbelief, Marcus. I really can't believe that has just happened.
A little bit of a disheartening turn there. I completely have to agree with you. That certainly has delivered a blow to the momentum that the Bulldogs have had to build up here. And now certainly they're working uphill as the Panthers move into their territory.
And yes, and just like that, the Panthers have all the momentum once again, seeing if they can put this game out of reach. 7:29 left to go in the fourth. And B.J. Kelly taking two Bulldogs for a ride on that one. On the stop for the play, number 50, Ryan Taylor, and number 67, Robert Meave Berry. And it's taking out all the sails out of the Bulldog faithful here tonight. That was a really, just when you thought that they had another chance, it was taken away from them in the instant of a flash. Second down, it's the snap to the quarterback. He gets it to B.J. Kelly out of the flat, and he's hit right on the ankles, and he fumbles. A good open field tackle by Kurt Clark, though. Number 89, definitely making his presence known here tonight.
Absolutely. Didn't give him an opportunity to break free. Made sure that he secured that tackle. Looks like the ball might have been knocked free in the air, but yes, you were right again, Smash. Called down at the point of impact.
That's going to bring up third down in the long six for the Panthers. Let's see if this Bulldog defense can hold him here.
Big opportunity for a stand just outside of field goal distance.
There's the snap. The Bulldogs are sending everybody on the blitz. And it's a big hit by number 32, Brendan Smith, coming off of that blitz. B.J. Kelly didn't know what hit him.
I think we saw the bottom of his cleats from up here, don't you?
I think Brendan Smith went in there and goes, "You mad, bro? Let me show you who's mad." And whack, just like that.
Heck of a tackle to make a stand there. It's going to leave a 4th and 9 opportunity. I can't imagine that they'll try too much for that. It's going to set up the Bowie Bulldogs once again with field position with time on the clock.
So that's going to bring up 4th down and long. Panthers look like they're going to have to punt. There's the fake once again, but it looks like the Bulldogs might be ready for it. The dash makes the tackle. He's gaining for that first down. It's going to be close. Let's see where they spot this ball. That one's a little too close for comfort.
This one's going to be close, folks.
And no, the Bowie Bulldogs are going to have the ball and the first down. This time the special teams comes up big off of the fake. It was, fool me once, shame on you. Or shame on me, fool me twice, shame on you. And shame on them for trying it again, just because it did not work out well the second time around. There's the snap to Harris. He's going to keep it off the Wildcat formation snap. Up the middle for about a quick 5. That's all he's going to get.
You have to think the Bowie Bulldogs were ready for that special teams event there as they had nobody deep to receive a catch, but it lined up in a defensive formation as opposed to a return formation.
Well, they went to the safe punt formation, which is usually a base defense. The perfect call by the defensive coordinator on that one. It's going to bring up second down and 4:55 left to go in this game. Twins to the left-hand side. There's the snap. It's going to be pulled back by Harris. He has some running room up the middle as he's met by the free safety. If he could have broke that last one, he would have been gone for 6. Number 7 for the Midway Panthers, Christian Buell Chrishard Buell on the stop. First down and 10 for the Bowie Bulldogs. They have had no problems moving it through the middle of the field here tonight. Shotgun formation again for Harris. Keeps it. He's going to hand it off to Jonathan, and he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be it. 4 down yard loss.
Justin Richter on the stops there for the Midway Panthers, breaks through and pulls the tackle down in the backfield.
Yes, and it's just not getting easier for this running game for the Bowie Bulldogs here this evening.
It's difficult out there. There's not a lot of consistency that I can tell. One play, they managed to make a good set of yards, and then the next, the line comes right through.
So it's going to be second down and a long 12. Dickey back in at quarterback from the shotgun. Throws it to the flat, and this time it's read perfectly by the Midway Panthers. Number 15 on the stop, Robert Lewis. And that's going to back up the Bulldogs even more. It's going to be a long third down and 15 yards to go, Marcus. I don't know how they're going to get out of this one.
They're going to need a big play right here, but you do have to admit that they, throughout the game, have come up with some pretty big plays when they've needed it. But I think this one might be one that determines how the game is going to turn out.
3:26, they need this play. They need it to be big. Dickey back to pass. Has some time, steps up in the pocket, rolls to his right. He's still looking, keeps his eyes downfield.
Oh!
His wide receiver fell down, and that was a bad throw after that. It's going to be kicked off. He's past the 45. He's going to be brought down very harshly by number 55, Bryce Luster. But Nigel McLeod just slipped.
Looks like there might have been another receiver in the area, but the ball was just too wide for him to be able to maintain.
No, that one was intended for Nigel McLeod. And when I looked over to McLeod as I was following Dickey, I saw McLeod on the field. You can tell that's exactly where he wanted that ball to go. And I saw it last week during an NFL game. The same thing happened. Looking for a wide receiver. Specifically, it was Kerry Collins looking for Reggie Wayne. Wayne slipped on his route. And it was a pick by the Browns. In this case, Nigel McLeod falls down. This game is hardly over. They're only down by a score with 3:09 remaining. But you have to believe all the momentum is in the favor of the Panthers as they take that snap from the 45 and drive it on the ground all the way to the 36-yard line.
Looks like a stop there by Dylan Bolt. The senior wide defensive secondary manages to bring the ball carrier to the ground.
Dylan Bolt playing well again here tonight. Helping keeping this team in this game. Second down and about 2 yards to go for the Midway Panthers. There's a snap to Darling. He's going to hand it off to number 5, B.J. Kelly, who takes a big hit by number 31, Dylan Bolt.
Looks like all of the Panthers are now taking their cues from the sideline. After each turn, they turn to the bench to see what's going to be brought out to the field.
And right now, time is not exactly the best friends of the Bulldogs. They have 2 timeouts remaining, 2:06 going in this game. There is no 2-minute warning in high school football. So the clock will keep running as the play clock is down to about 3. There's the direct snap to the running back, and he's going to be stopped at around the 31-yard line. B.J. Kelly on the run, brought down once again by number 31, Dylan Bolt, making the last wrap-up tackle. And time just keeps on ticking away for these Bulldogs. 1:47 left to go in tonight's game. Panthers up 14-10.
Time management is just not on our side at this point. You don't want to see those ticks keep them coming off the clock. Looks like a timeout has been taken by your Bowie Bulldogs to stop the clock. Both teams taking a little bit of time on the sideline. You have to wonder if the Bowie defense, who has stood strong throughout the night on many occasions, will be able to do it one last time.
The Bowie Bulldog defense has definitely held its own here tonight and earned much respect after the showing that they had against Leander last week. But it won't help much matters if they let up a score here where it matters most. Panthers up 14-10, 1:47 left to go in this game. And it's going to be a tough one, Marcus.
Definitely going to be an uphill field as they line up for 2nd and 8.
Bulldogs go to man defense here. There's a handoff to Kelly up the middle.